The first of many installments with the skipper of the Mountaineers, Randy Mazey, as we look forward to another Big 12 series at Oklahoma State. Stillwater will have the call for you on Friday evening, but taking a look at the last 7 games, Mountaineers victorious, coach, in 5 of them. I spoke to you on the radio side that you believe that the Mountaineers are in a pretty good spot right now heading into this big series.
We're not talking about anything until we talk about your first game as the voice of the Mountaineer baseball team in walk-off fashion. Heard round the world, man. I can't believe that hasn't gone viral yet. Unbelievable call on the walk-off homer. So kudos to you. Our players were fired up. I know all the fans were fired up. It didn't sound like it was pre-planned either. It was off the cuff, which makes it even that much more special.
Well, Coach, thank you very much. I'm happy to be a part of the program, and it helps from a broadcaster's standpoint when Jackson Kramer removes all doubt, and we're referring, of course, to the 2-run walk-off shot last Friday evening against Jacksonville, down 3-1 in the bottom of the 9th inning, Mountaineers scoring 4 times. Jackson Kramer, as we like to say, barreled that one up.
He did, and last year after the season was over, I kept telling people that, man, if you missed us play at home this year, you missed a sweep of Texas and a couple of walk-off wins, which is the most exciting part of a game. That's the baseball equivalent of a buzzer beater in basketball or a Hail Mary in football. That's the dog piles are the most exciting part. And we opened the season with one at home in fine fashion, and that was great to see because we had been walked off 3 times on the road the week before by the home team on the road. So it was good to see the Mountaineers jumping up and down on home plate for once.
And the fans respond the following day. We have over 2,000 at Monongalia County Ballpark. So it looks as if the buzz around the community is really starting to wrap their arms around this team, which is so great to see, and for good reason, because if I do say so myself, we're just about at the halfway point. It's been an exciting year so far with the excitement to build.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've got 2 teams, Big 12 teams coming to town that are in the top 5 in the nation. So in TCU and Texas Tech, and Oklahoma's playing really well. So we've got a really good brand of baseball coming here to Mon County Ballpark here in the next month or 2.
And a victory over Pitt earlier in the week, which is always great to see in the backyard brawl, winning 8-4. And now wheels up here to Stillwater in just a moment to take on the Cowboys, who were picked 2nd in the Big 12 preseason poll. They are tough to beat at home. They've only lost 3 times. And I know when these 2 squads get together, it's always a competitive series, and it's a big one. And hopefully the earlier series victory that we had in Waco, taking 2 of 3 against a top 10 squad in Baylor, will carry over. And I don't know if momentum is a thing in baseball, but right now this team has a lot of momentum going into that series.
Yeah, and I'm confident in our guys. Our guys are confident in themselves. We've played really well in the Big 12 since we've been in the Big 12, and we have a way of doing that. The kids, they're kids. Human nature is you look on the schedule and see who the most exciting games are, and you get fired up for those games, and this weekend is going to be one of them. At Oklahoma State, like you said, it's a tough place to win, but we have won there and have had success against the Cowboys since we've been in this league. So we're going to get down there and put our toes in the batter's box and swing as hard as we can and hope the ball bounces our way.
I know you'd like to see some improvement off the mound, and it hasn't been bad by any stretch of the imagination. You believe that the starters probably have a little more than they've shown to date. I want to, though, talk about the relievers. A lot of freshman arms that you have entrusted in some pretty critical situations, and we've seen that not only in the midweek games, but even in the Jacksonville series. A lot of impressive stuff, live arms from a number of right-handers in their first year in college ball.
Yeah, and it's last night against Pitt was a perfect example. We threw 5 freshmen out there on a big stage. A lot of these kids don't understand the backyard brawl part of it, but we make them understand it. And you want to see how they respond when the lights come on against a big rival, and they responded really well. So moving forward, that's super encouraging for the rest of this year and the future of the program.
All right, that's the head coach of the Mountaineers. As we go around the horn, stay with us over the weekend on the Mountaineer Sports Network from IMG. This has been Around the Horn, all presented by Coca-Cola here on WVUSports.com.